dismissing opposing views. What justification is there for a Gay Pride Month? Each year during June, Britain and many other Western nations observe what is known as Gay Pride Month. It is presented as a celebration of LGBT identities, a recognition of the history of the LGBT rights movement, and a promotion of equality, inclusion, and freedom from discrimination. Supporters view Pride Month as a positive affirmation of human rights and personal liberty. However, many Christians believe that some of the beliefs and behaviors it promotes are contrary to the historic teachings of the Bible concerning marriage, sexuality, and gender. Consequently, Pride Month is often seen as reflecting modern secular values that differ from, and in some respects oppose, traditional Christian morality. Without much difficulty, it can be demonstrated that Britain was historically a Christian nation. Our laws concerning marriage were shaped by Christian doctrine. Our sexual ethics reflected biblical morality. Parliament itself regularly acknowledged Christianity as a source of moral authority, and the Bible was widely regarded as the standard by which moral questions were judged. During the 20th century, however, Western society experienced a profound cultural shift. Increasing influence was given to secular humanism, which places human reason above divine revelation, liberalism, which emphasizes personal freedom and equality before the law, individual autonomy, which asserts that each person has the right to determine his own beliefs, identity, and lifestyle, and rights-based ethics, which judges moral questions primarily according to individual rights rather than biblical duties and responsibilities. As these ideas gained prominence, traditional Christian teachings concerning marriage, sexuality, and family life were increasingly challenged. Public opinion changed, and eventually the law changed with it. A series of legal reforms followed. Homosexual acts were decriminalized. The age of consent was equalized. Civil partnerships were introduced. Same-sex marriage was legally recognized. Anti-discrimination protections were expanded, and increasing legal recognition was given to personal identity and lifestyle choices. The principal justification for these reforms was not biblical authority, but personal liberty, equality, human rights, and freedom from discrimination. As a result, the legal framework governing marriage, sexuality, and personal identity became increasingly rooted in secular concepts of individual rights and autonomy, rather than the historic Christian understanding that had shaped British law for centuries. Today, many advocates of the Pride movement openly reject biblical authority, biblical sexual ethics, and the traditional Christian definition of marriage. Modern LGBT activism generally derives its moral authority from secular concepts of equality and personal autonomy rather than from historic Christian teaching. This observation does not justify hatred, cruelty, violence, or discrimination towards any individual. Every person is created in the image of God and is worthy of dignity, kindness, and respect. Nevertheless, Christians must also ask whether society should celebrate conduct and beliefs that Scripture identifies as contrary to God's revealed will. Historically, Britain's traditional laws concerning marriage and sexuality arose from a biblical worldview. Modern reforms were achieved largely through the rejection or displacement of that worldview by secular principles of equality, autonomy, and individual rights. Whether this change represents moral progress or moral decline is a question that deserves careful consideration. Many people have never examined the origins of these changes, nor considered the consequences for family life, Christian witness, and society as a whole. They have simply accepted the assumptions of the age in which they live. For those who wish to explore these matters further, I invite you to read my book, A Father's Mandate. In it, I give a personal and first-hand account of the challenges that arose within my own family when confronted with the issue of homosexuality. The book seeks to examine the conflict between a father's biblical responsibilities and a son's homosexual lifestyle, while addressing these deeply personal matters with honesty, conviction, and compassion. Before celebrating Gay Pride Month, it may be worth asking a simple question: what is the moral foundation upon which pride is built, and how does it compare with the moral foundation upon which Britain itself was once established?
You may read the book free of charge at the Internet Archive listed at the link provided at the bottom of this page, or contact me for a hard copy.